beautiful souls. Hello. I'm so excited and grateful to have each of you here today. My name is Christina, also known as the Rainbow Warrior here on YouTube. I'm a Reiki master, teacher, and a psychic medium working out of the Virginia area. And today's session is a much needed session, especially for me. Today's session has a theme of tapering and relieving the energies of Mercury Retrograde. I'm actually not going to do a ton of talking in this session. Like so many of you have probably experienced during retrograde season, but especially Mercury Retrograde season. I get super tongue-tied during this time, and during this particular energetic season. In my birth chart, my own Mercury is in Virgo, and I am a Virgo. So anyway, long story short, it's important to me to be able to articulate my speech, and our language, I feel like, is already super limiting. It's almost like there's not enough words to convey some of the things that we want to convey and properly. So anyway, back on topic, we're going to be focusing on tapering the energies of Mercury Retrograde. Tapering the energies of feeling tongue-tied. Tapering the energy of feeling rushed or not grounded. Tapering the energy of miscommunication and conflict. Tapering the energy of feeling triggered. And any unspoken intention that you might want to set for yourself during this session, feel free to absolutely just set that. Alright, so first, as we begin, I've got some stones that I'm going to grid your body with. I have here ocean jasper. Ocean jasper is so great for flow, energetic flow. It's such a comforting stone. See if you can see these beauties. My own Reiki teacher, Lunanate, or Jillian here on YouTube, said one of the coolest things one time when she was talking about ocean jasper. You can just kind of let the waves have their way. If you think about it, waves are so forceful. So it's nice to be able to just kind of go with the flow in that sense. Let the waves crash in their own time, but just energetically seeing yourself kind of in this lovey bubble just underneath where the waves crash, just outside of that breaking point. So we're going to grid your body with these super supportive stones. Alright, so I'm going to put this one in your left hand. And this one in your right. Just opening your palm. I'm going to set this one just above your head. And this one just below your feet. Very good. And I also have some black tourmaline, just to further add the energy of grounding. See that beauty? Alright, I'm going to place this at your feet. Okay. I'm going to start with this aura spray. Pure Sage Mist from the Heritage Store. I got this at Heritage Market in Virginia Beach at the oceanfront. And I'm just setting the intention with this spray to just begin to loosen any of these unsupportive energies of Mercury retrograde. Alright, starting above your head, to your left, to your right, and to your feet. Right, once again, above your head, to your left, to your right, and to your feet. And I'm feeling called to do some plucking here. Some of these unsupportive energies. I'm actually going to bring out to help me pluck here. Got this Labradorite tower. You can see the flash there. So pretty. Sometimes Labradorite, especially when I'm recording, is a little shy with his flash. But not this guy. So pretty. Alright. So I'm going to use this Labradorite tower just to help further encourage this unsupportive energy out of your workspace. Alright. Okay. Just setting the intention to connect with your workspace. Just feel around for any energies that are unsupportive. Okay. Feels like it's like right around the temple area almost. Okay. Feeling some over on the other side of the other temple here. And the temple area is feeling better, but I'm actually feeling kind of where the jaw kind of meets with the skull in that joint area. Almost like a lot of y'all have been clenching your teeth either in your sleep or during your waking life. Because I feel this tightness, almost like a TMJ type of feeling. So perhaps for some of you there's some truths that you need to express with love at the forefront. One thing that I like to ask myself, especially during Mercury retrograde, because it's so easy for things to become misinterpreted during this time. Before I text anyone or response, especially if I'm triggered for whatever reason, I take a little bit of time and sit on that response that I'm going to make. opposite party isn't going to like. It's still important for us to maintain and respect our boundaries. Respecting our boundaries, and doing so, we respect ourselves. So I'm definitely not saying, ignore ill behavior towards you. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is speak and enforce those boundaries with truth and love at the forefront. You don't have to be positive all the time. We're not meant to be positive all the time. But should we be reckless with others and how they feel? I don't think so, no. Absolutely not. But if there's a boundary we need to reinforce and speak on, then we absolutely must do so. I hope my words are serving me. Just focusing on any energy which might not be supportive. I'm feeling this bubble sensation almost down at the base of my throat, kind of where your clavicle meets. So I'm just going to very gently focus on balancing energy of the throat. Balancing these energies. And sending in the energy of love. Channeling in the energy of Reiki and unconditional love into the throat space. Letting us know that we can speak our truth with love at the forefront. That we're worthy of maintaining our boundaries. Okay. A little bit more balancing, channeling that in. Very good. Okay. I have some stones here. First, I have these two different Amazonites. I have this polished Amazonite and rough Amazonite. And this stone has always made me think of like the clouds or like cotton candy. Very light, supportive, happy stone. But it always reminds me of being able to have a safe place to kind of just just rest your head. And that's the energy that I wanted to bring into this session. That of a safe space during Mercury retrograde. It always feels so chaotic for me that it's so nice to be able to carry stones that bring in that safe space kind of quality and energy. So I'm just going to lightly tap around your auric field to channel the energies and the frequencies of this Amazonite into your auric field, starting above your head. Alternating, tapping, rubbing the stone, letting these frequencies set into your workspace. This is ruby and fuchsite. I found these on Etsy. Thought they were so cute. These little ruby and fuchsite stars. And I love these because I usually will wear ruby and fuchsite when I'm around people that I have a hard time being around. If I can say it in that way. It's great for diffusing arguments and misunderstandings. So that's the energy that I wanted to bring in. The energy of pushing out arguments and misunderstandings. And I'm just going to tap this around your throat area. Very lightly. Sending in the energies of love and compassion, understanding. If there's any energy of arguments, which I'm feeling a little bit of that right now, we're just very gently breaking that energy apart and pushing it out of the throat space. Here is some chrysoprase and rhodochrosite, and I wanted to bring out these stones. Chrysoprase is so healing. It's such a comforting, safe space kind of stone, and rhodochrosite is also a very healing, loving energy type of stone. It always always reminds me of kind of like being cradled by a loved one after a hard time. Like when a grandparent would scoop you up, or a parent, or your partner. So that's the energy that I wanted to bring to the heart space, feeling as if you're just being cradled by one of your best friends, a family member, a loved one, just being held in the most loving, healing space. Just very lightly tapping that around your heart space, sending in those frequencies. I'm going to take this around to the back of your back. Around the back of the heart space. Okay. I also have this black onyx palm stone to bring in the energy of groundedness as we navigate this retrograde season. Alright, it's just channeling in these grounded frequencies all around your workspace. Sending in the energy of groundedness. These last two stones here, we've got moss agate. Love these two stones. They're very like anti-stress stones. They feel, again, they remind me a lot of the Amazonite. A very airy, light stone. Almost like there's no room for stress in here type of stone. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to tap and send channeling these frequencies all around your head. There's no room for stress. When stress arises, we acknowledge it and deal with it. Then we let that energy go. and your intuition together. And that's my hope, sending you off as we close our session. As you navigate this retrograde season, you're able to very easily connect with your higher self, with spirit, with your guides, just in an instant, being able to connect with your breath and then connecting with them. And I'm just going to very lightly just wave this around your auric field, sending in those frequencies. Session today. Hope it's supportive for you during this Mercury retrograde season. I send each of you so much love and appreciation.